Indy Boys Racing Podcast. We are back at full strength today after we took last week off. Glenn's exciting, but if it's only NASCAR, we don't really need to put on an episode. Plus, we figured combine the two road course races together and talk all about the biggest race, in our opinion, of this IndyCar season with Gateway so far, besides the 500, obviously. Big race this weekend for Indy Boys reasons. And then talking about Daytona. We have a lot to talk about, but first, my name is Tristan Greider, joined with my co-host Daniel Chaney and Justin Cox. Jay, how we doing today, brother?
It's been a pretty stressful day. Work stressed me out a lot, but came home and I've just kind of de-stressed and took a shower and everything, and I feel a lot better now. Very relaxed and relieved. So,
and hey, how can you not be okay when you're wearing an Alexander Rossi jersey? You know what I mean? Like that's fire. Listen, that's fire. That's fire.
That's a history at this point now. You know.
Yeah, for real. That's a throwback.
Retro, vintage,
yeah,
if you will.
Yeah, vintage.
Yeah. And the thing that's crazy is that like those are like some of the most comfortable things that you can wear. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you for putting that on.
I know. I love wearing the jerseys during the episodes. I usually wear my McLaughlin one like the most.
Yeah, my McLaughlin one, it's definitely in my rotation for sure.
McLaughlin's not even one of my like favorite drivers, I guess. Like,
yeah,
because like technically we don't have favorite drivers, but like his jersey is like the most comfortable out of all the ones that I own for some reason.
100. Yeah,
so
I don't blame
always put
my James Hinchcliffe one for some reason. Like they're all mediums, but my like James Hinchcliffe one is so much smaller than my Ericsson one. I don't know, but like it's just weird. But they're all mediums, so I don't really
like the older cut maybe.
It might have been that. I don't know, but yeah. Dan, how you doing, brother?
I am exhausted. I am glad to be back. Finally, I'm back. Dalton's back.
Yeah,
where's really Dale? Long 2 weeks.
Brand new place.
Yeah, new room, new place.
Where's Dale?
Same school, but
yeah, where's Dale, buddy? You're forgetting Dale.
Dale's at home. I decided to give him a little vacation, year off. I didn't think I was going to have enough room for them to both comfortably live here. But
you sound like
glad to be back. I'm glad to be back.
Nice.
That's crazy. Yeah, Daniel, show off the fit really quick. Just show off the fit. Brand new shirt. Look at that.
The fit. We got the Brody Kostecki shirt because why do all the drivers I like keep going to RCR? I don't know, but my bank account keeps going to RCR apparently.
Hey, that's all good. That's all good.
That is.
Yep. And then I'm repping this amazing vintage, and actually this was my father's.
How much to buy that off of you, buddy?
Jay will peel it off your corpse.
I'll think about it after the episode. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I love this thing. I love this thing like to death. So
hey,
I don't know. And then I bought this at IMS, this Worldwide Express racing hat. I just thought it was cool, all white. So I had on my SVG shirt, but I wanted to throw this bad boy on for the episode because I've been meaning to wear this one for an episode, even though it's currently 104 degrees in Fishers, Indiana. Right? But it's fine.
Right.
So hot in Indiana.
Yeah,
please explain that.
Yeah, but let's go ahead, go into our NASCAR. All right, so to start with just our quick little things. First thing I really want to talk about is that Riley Herbst is going to run at Daytona this weekend in the 36 car instead of Zane Smith. I think Zane Smith's time running for front row in the Cup Series is officially over. So Riley Herbst is going to run that 36 car. It's going to be a monster painted scheme, so we'll have a third monster car in the field at Daytona.
Great!
The
spotters are gonna love that.
Gibbs is running a monster car. I do not know about Reddick, but I would assume Reddick is also running a monster car. But I do not know that 100%. So you'll see Riley Herbst in the 36 car this weekend. Is Riley Herbst due for a Cup Series ride? What do we think?
I don't know.
I'm conflicted.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. Like, I'm not saying Riley Herbst is a terrible driver, but I don't think he's really done anything to prove he's Cup worthy.
He still hasn't won, and that's always my biggest thing. Is if you can't win in the Xfinity Series, you can't win in the Cup Series.
Yeah.
And it's only happened a couple. I mean, sure, Justin Haley.
Yeah.
Sorry. He used to be JJ Haley. Justin Haley won the Cup Series before he won the Xfinity Series, but like that's just like a rare occurrence. So I don't really know. Dan, what do you think?
I'm conflicted on it because I don't know. I feel like he's gotten better. His reputation a few years ago was not very great. He was kind of known as someone who wrecked at every race. He's not that anymore, but he's also not a continuous front runner. He has some good moments here and there where he gets pretty close. He's been close, 2-3 times this season?
Yeah.
So I don't think he's a bad driver by any means. So I definitely do think he deserves a Cup ride, but I don't know if now is the time. I don't know if you wait for him to get that first win. I don't know if you just give it to him now and hope he kind of blossoms. I don't like seeing people shoved up too quickly, especially if it's in a SHR car, because we've seen that with Cole Custer. He got all the blame when there's a solid chance it was more about the car than just him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm conflicted about it. He might be due, but it feels too early to say.
Yeah, currently Herbst is 3 points above the cut line to Parker Kligerman. And yes, we're going to Daytona this weekend, and anything can happen at Daytona. But at this point, I mean, when you look at the people that haven't won, Josh Berry's 106 points to the good, then Creed, then Hemrick. I mean, it's kind of like definitely Berry and Creed are going to make the postseason, but like Hemrick and Herbst, you guys are kind of on that bubble, and you got drivers that can win at Daytona. I mean, Kligerman's in the field, Gralla, Retzlaff, Jeremy Clements, who won this race last year. Like they're guys that are below the cut line.
Don't tempt me.
That can win this race. So,
but look, remember, Daniel, if you pick him, he's not gonna win though. That's the thing.
I know, but then he's gonna win if I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway. So Riley Herbst, who runs for SHR. Speaking of SHR, we had some news get leaked from Lee Spencer, part of Catch Fence. She reported that 23XI is buying and SHR is selling. But 23XI might not be buying in the place that you think. 2311 Racing, she reported, is in talks to switch manufacturers from Toyota to Ford. And I think personally this is because, listen, they announced a 1-year contract extension, but nothing has become official yet. They haven't signed anything with Denny Hamlin. Could this be next season? Could this be 2024? I don't know, but if it's next season, SHR is still under contract with Ford until 2024, and part of their Ford deal, this is common knowledge, is that they have to have 4 full-time entries. But if they're selling that third charter, right now you don't have a driver for that 10 car. Almirola is going to retire at the end of the season. You don't have a driver for that 10 car. Harvick is gone as well. So next season you only have Berry, Preece, and Briscoe under contract. And in 2024, Preece's contract expires.
Yeah.
So what do we do? Like right here. If you're SHR, are you selling one charter? Are you selling multiple charters? I think if SHR fell back to a 2-car team, just ran the 4 and the 14, I feel like we'd see a lot more success from that team. What do you guys think about 23XI switching, possibly switching to Ford next season, who, in my opinion, Ford has been very, very good these last couple of weeks.
I only see that happening if, per se, Denny were to go to SHR for whatever that reason may be. I see that switch happening. I don't know if that's necessarily gonna fall through or not, or it's. You don't think go through? I should say, not fall.
You don't think Denny would drive for his own team?
Oh, is that the talk? I thought it was Denny going to SHR.
No, 23XI is in talks to buy. Talks to buy charters. And also is looking to switch to Ford next season. And so basically. Yeah,
some of the stuff that I saw on like Twitter and stuff, it was saying like Denny going to SHR. I think that's where I got kind of confused at.
Yeah.
So
that could also be a possibility for sure.
That's why I thought that's where that was going with that. But my fault. But yeah, I could see him definitely driving for his own team at that. Like that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I'm sure Denny can bring in sponsorship himself. I think him and FedEx are kind of going off a cliff, or FedEx is kind of withdrawing from the sport a little bit, seeing how much they've withdrawn their sponsorship this season.
I mean, I don't think I've seen a FedEx car on Hamlin.
I know,
not in a while
since June. I'm just getting used to the Mavis car.
I think he'll have one this weekend just because it's Daytona, of course. But
that would make sense.
But other than that, I mean, yeah, I see him going to his own team, but I don't necessarily see the switch to Ford immediately because Toyota's kind of been good here lately, honestly.
I agree.
So-
But you also have to think about the fact, and Daniel, I'm sure he'd bring this up, is that Legacy Motor Club is switching to Toyota next season.
Yeah.
And so the way that we've seen Toyota, they don't like having more than like 6 cars at a time. We saw that with Furniture Row Racing. So if Legacy Motor Club joins, I mean, that's 2 cars and a part-time car that you have to fund. I mean, what's going to happen with
I don't know, but I've seen them say that they want to expand the Toyotas in the Cup field, like, because, like, you look at Xfinity, there's a bunch in Xfinity, and then there's a bunch in trucks, but there's only, like, 6, right?
There is 6, yeah.
Yeah. And there's, like, some part-timers.
7 part-time with the 67.
Yeah, so I think they're trying to expand, honestly. I don't
Kurt's
see
car
them.
that Kurt doesn't run.
Yeah. I don't see them switching necessarily. I think they may just try to buy another full-time charter for 23XI, honestly.
Yeah, but back to that again. I mean, you have to sell. We reported last episode that RFK was wanting to get a 3rd charter, but no one is selling. And now that SHR is reportedly selling and Rick Ware Racing might be reportedly selling, like it looks like there's not going to be that many charters for sale this offseason. And there could not be many new teams. Daniel, what do you think about SHR? Like, do you think that they really need to scale back to a 2-car operation or just get out of the sport entirely?
I am not sure. And that's the thing. I am not sure. Like, I don't know if there is a definite answer for what they need to do. Because we don't know how much of it is just their equipment sucking. We don't know how much of it is their drivers just underperforming. I think if I'm SHR, I want to downsize at least to 3 cars. Just personally see if that fixes something, free up some funding, sell that charter, get that money. You can apply that money, do some upgrades, do whatever you need to do because you have not been performing well at all. We've seen them go from a championship contending team to a team that just barely made the playoffs last year.
Championship contending and championship winning. I mean, with Harvick winning the championship in 2014, but we also have to think about that was 9 years ago. Harvick hasn't won. SHR hasn't won a championship in 9 years. Sure, they have 2 titles.
By this next season, which will be when they have to have this decision done by, it'll be 10 years.
Yeah. Like,
so it's like,
sure, Harvick was in contention for all those championships from 2014 to 2020, really. But
and the playoffs, look, you screwed him. But that's a discussion for another time.
True, but it's just a whole thing. And you got, if I'm SHR, I'm selling at least 1 or 2 of my charters. And there's been reports that Tony Stewart's wanting out of NASCAR, and it's a whole thing. But whatever.
Do it. Buy into IndyCar. Buy stake in Foyt. I want Foyt Stewart Racing. Give it to me. Share the 14. I don't care.
Just Tony Stewart Racing all in IndyCar.
Yeah, but dude, Foyt Stewart, like that's so sick.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
That'd be really.
That's just a personal thing I've just wanted for so long.
Let's bring up a couple of the race winners before we go to our final NASCAR story. Over the past couple of weeks at IRP, Ty Majeski brought it home. Then Indy Road Course for Xfinity, we had Ty Gibbs who brought home the win. And then the race that I was at, these guys were at IRP and actually you guys didn't go to IRP, but they were at the Xfinity race and they saw Ty Gibbs win. I got to finally see, oh my goodness, Michael McDowell win a race in person. I'm so excited. What a good time. I was so excited. Woo! So excited. So hyped. Anyway, but hype for Michael McDowell. In the Xfinity Series, Sam Mayer brought it home last week at Watkins Glen, and William Byron won his 5th race of the season. And that means that since William Byron won at Watkins Glen, that Michael McDowell, Brad Keselowski, and Harvick have clinched a playoff berth over the last 2 weeks. That's 15 spots, everybody. We got 1 more. Who's your pick? Who is going to make the 16th seed? It doesn't have to be a new winner, but who is your 16th seed? Who's gonna get it?
Dude, it's Daytona. It can be literally anyone.
I know. That's why this is insane.
Hey, and you're also forgetting something, Tristan, in your news, by the way. Or do you have one more thing left?
I might be forgetting something, but it's all good. You bring it up after.
NASCAR. Is
Oh, that's
getting
right.
a
Yeah,
Netflix deal. By the
yeah.
way.
Netflix deal for NASCAR. We'll talk about that in a sec. But go ahead.
I think
really
they
quick.
need to start recording this weekend. I'm just saying, because it's gonna come down to the wire this weekend. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for real. They won't,
So-
but they should.
Yeah, I wish they would. That'd be awesome footage, actually. So,
Mhm.
but I don't know. Who would I pick as my 16th driver? I'd have to be torn between like 3 people, I guess. So I'm gonna have to go with Bubba. I'm gonna go with Bubba. Bubba.
Looks like he just wants to pick Bubba.
Suarez is good at Daytona as well. He just always gets caught up in the big one. And honestly, Chase Elliott. I mean, I don't see him not being aggressive the whole race. So, yeah. Those are my 3.
I'm picking Bubba Wallace this weekend. I think that he holds on. I don't think he'll win this weekend, but I think he holds on for that 16 seed. My only other driver I could see winning this weekend is Alex Bowman.
Mm.
And why?
Yeah.
Where are we? Where are we, Daniel? We're in
Daytona.
And where does Alex Bowman like to put it on the front row? Daytona. Just saying, sure, he likes.
Where does he finish?
Upside down. So yeah.
Upside the cutoff.
Yeah, for real. Go ahead, Daniel. Who's your pick this weekend for?
I am
sorry, Aiden.
really, really torn.
No, sorry, Aiden.
On one hand, I could see Bubba holding on to it. He's good at Daytona. Then again, Daytona's Daytona. He could wreck out lap 1.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I could see Ty Gibbs doing well. He's Ty Gibbs. He's good pretty much wherever, but he's also a rookie, so it's all been flashes up to this point. So I'm not going to say I'm super confident in him winning, but he could put it pretty high up because he was a lot better than people gave him credit for at the 500 this year.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just looking through some of these names. Austin Cindric has won in the next gen car in Daytona. Justin Haley, good on super speedways. Corey LaJoy, Eric Jones, good on super speedways. I am so torn. There's so many people that have a chance, but realistically, we're gonna get someone like Kyle Busch. I don't know.
I can see it. Yeah.
So, I really don't know who that 16th person will be. My heart says Bubba just because like I think he can do it. My brain says literally anybody else because it's Daytona.
We want a Bubba dub. We want a Bubba playoff run.
Yeah,
he's had the season, and personally, I think he deserves it. But
he's had the best season of his career up to this point, and it still has like had its downfalls.
Definitely,
he's
definitely probably the driver that deserves it the most.
I feel like that beginning stretch at the beginning of the season, if like him and 23XI clean that up, he'd be clinched for the playoffs. Like would not.
I agree. I think he would have had a similar Keselowski Harvick season if he would have done that. But
yeah.
Hey,
if 2311 had their pit crew figured out, Reddick would be much higher than where he is, and Bubba would have already been locked into the playoffs.
Yep.
That's true. Maybe they need to switch to Ford, get some Ford pit crews up there. Just saying, Ford pit crew. Unless you're front row motorsports last weekend, you had a pretty good day. Dude, I felt so bad for Michael McDowell last week. You're coming off such a high of winning Indy.
Yeah.
What? And then you go out, you win stage 1. You're like, yeah, I'm going back to back. Penalty.
Yeah, you're going to the back.
Field, goes to the back, drives back through the field. Pits go from 7th. Penalty. Drives back through the field. Drives back to 8th. Engine dies.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyway, last thing, guys, as Jay brought up, it was announced today that NASCAR has signed a deal with Netflix to have a Drive to Survive style playoff series to cover the 10 playoff races. This will be a 5-episode, 1 hour each episode, 5 hours of content following NASCAR. Hopefully it's uncensored. I would love it, but I'm excited. And
you smash my door.
Yeah, for real. You smashed my door. No one smashed my door. Anyway,
no one smashed my door.
But honest, one word, guys. Give me one word to describe your NASCAR Drive to Survive excitement level.
Does that count?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
trying to think.
I am optimistic.
I got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is good for NASCAR but the last time we saw NASCAR on Netflix, it was The Crew, and no one watched that shit. So I mean, like, hey, I did.
That show was actually pretty good.
It was good.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I watched
here's the thing, bro. It was good, but no one watched it.
I know.
So, and
everybody thought it was like
they left
cringe.
it off on. Yeah, it's fine.
Freddie Stromo's the only decent part about that show. I'm sorry.
Bro, you're not. Are you talking about the fact that Austin Dillon and Ryan Blaney put on Oscar tier performances in that show? Dude?
No, Freddie Stroma carried.
Bro, I don't.
My favorite part of that is when Austin Dillon said, "Could that guy have won the Daytona 500?" And then Blaney goes, "Do you have to bring that up every place we every time we go out?"
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's all we got on the NASCAR side of things. We'll talk back NASCAR when we get to predictions in a little bit. Let's send it over to Jay, who's got a little bit of F1 news for us.
Okay. So starting off, this is more of an overall motorsports like news thing. The International Olympics Committee is evaluating the inclusion of motorsports in the 2028 Olympic Games, which will be held in Los Angeles.
So hot. That's so hot.
Which country would get the gold medal if this was approved?
Oh my God. Probably Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, New Zealand could be up there. I would say probably one of those two. But
are we saying so? What are we saying? Like, is it like just one driver from each
I have honestly
English
no clue.
Yeah, but New Zealand and Australia just have so much talent.
Yeah.
And
just take it how you will. Take it in your own perspective and say what country you think will win. I think the Netherlands.
Oh, no.
The Netherlands.
I was thinking that,
but all Netherlands has is Verstappen. It would probably be like a team.
Verstappen and VK. That's it.
Mine would be Netherlands, Britain, or
UK,
or UK, or New Zealand. One of those three.
Yeah, I love how none of us are saying the United States. We know we ain't winning.
It depends. If it's because I saw someone mock something up.
It's gonna be like open wheel. It's gonna be open
wheel.
Well,
yeah, because I saw someone mock up something, and it was like, you do. I think it was like 6 or 8 races. Let's say it's 4 or whatever. You do 1 oval stock car, 1 oval open wheel, 1 road course stock car, 1 road course open wheel, and maybe there were street courses in there too or something. I think it was like 5 or 6 things, and it was like one driver.
They do the LA Clash in the Olympics. That'd be so crazy.
Honestly, it would suck, but I'd be here for it.
But that would,
and then you have to but then I would have to hear the damn Netherlands theme song again. I don't want to hear it.
The Max Verstappen Olympics podcast. Or no, Max Verstappen podcast, but Olympics version.
Bro, that's dead.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't want to hear it again, man.
Yeah, I want to say probably New Zealand. I don't know. You take Scott McLaughlin, who's got open wheel experience now and stock car experience, take an SVG, who he's got that stock car, supercar, like
he's got that dog in him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Take a Brody Kostecki. I don't know.
Yeah, but also think about New Zealand. Marcus Ambrose.
Y'all aren't even saying the biggest one out of all of them.
Scott McLaughlin.
Scott Dixon, brother.
Scott Dixon.
Is he from? Oh, he is from New Zealand. Yeah. I just associate him with Australia in my head. I don't know why.
I was like, what do you mean?
Listen, Scott Dixon doesn't do shoeies. How am I supposed to know?
Well, Ricardo is Australian. You have McElroy, who's Australian. Those guys would probably be on a team together. There's just a lot of people that could run together, and it's.
I don't know who I'm thinking of.
You were thinking of.
Is that who you were thinking of?
I don't know.
Thank you.
I remember seeing a rumor that there was another New Zealand guy that was potentially going to go to Ganassi, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Couldn't tell you.
that was good talking point, Jay. I liked that one.
Yeah. I
It's
figured.
kind of fire.
I figured
We might
that
put up. We'll put that up on our Instagram story.
Mm.
See who you guys think what country would win the Motorsports Olympics.
Yeah, I think New Zealand though. New Zealand was my for sure front runner.
Yeah.
So, okay, next up, Formula 2, big news. Well, I guess technically still Formula 1. Oliver Bierman will reportedly be driving for Haas and FP1 at the Austin Grand Prix, or the United States Grand Prix, at the end of October. The Brit, who is also part of the Ferrari Driver Academy, is also reportedly set to have another run, possibly with Ferrari, at the end of the season with the Pirelli test in Abu Dhabi. So
I guess they've found Magnussen's replacement.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like it's not even a question. I mean, especially with the news with Alfa Romeo that just came out. I mean, it's no question, in my opinion, that Magnussen is gone at the end of the season. Yeah, but I think they should for sure re-sign Hülkenberg.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Daniel,
I'm sorry, I spaced out.
Basically,
I was just smiling and nodding.
We're saying
K-Mag good, K-Mag bad.
Yeah, K-Mag good, K-Mag bad, K-Mag keep a seat, K-Mag.
Oh, K-Mag? No. I don't know. I don't know. He's been very outperformed this season.
As a Haas fan and a K-Mag fan, he shouldn't be there next season.
Yeah.
You say he should?
Should not.
Should not be replaced.
No, should be replaced. He shouldn't be there next season, is what he's saying.
Oh, okay. I thought he's saying he shouldn't be replaced. And I was like, I don't think he probably should be.
Do you know where he needs to go? Bring him here. Bring him here.
Hit IndyCar, baby. Put him in a Ganassi seat. Watch magic happen. That's all I'm saying. Give him the 8. Give him the 8.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he should probably be replaced. I don't think he's
bad. He's got to keep it consistent. He's got to go to Ed so he can be in the 20.
Yeah.
I just don't have faith in Ed Carpenter Racing anymore. I once did.
Yo, but shout out to ECR for having the best sale at the end of the season. Bro, if you want cheap stuff at Indy,
for real,
go to ECR's shop and get cheap stuff. It's the best. I love my
Shout
water
out to
bottle.
Bree. Nicest PR lady, for real.
Shout out to Bree.
For real.
Yeah, he probably should be replaced. I don't know who's going to replace him, but I don't think he should be there.
Yeah. But yeah, so probably Ollie Bierman.
Yeah. Dope.
So, next up, final thing that I have, Max Verstappen could possibly be prosecuted for the video of him driving the Aston Martin Valkyrie. He's seen driving at 124 kilometers per hour instead of 90 kilometers per hour, which is 34 over the speed limit. He keeps to the left-hand lane, which is forbidden under highway code. He wears a headphone thing that comes with the Valkyrie to block a noise canceling headphone, because the Valkyrie is such a loud car. It comes with headphones that you wear so that way you don't blow your eardrums out while you're in the car. That's also forbidden. And the Gendarmerie Nationale has a specialized unit that tracks down such videos posted on social networks, which also, I believe that the Valkyrie is not a street legal car as well.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So I could be wrong on that last bit of information, but yeah. So thoughts on Max Verstappen possibly getting
Max prison, Max
prison. Well, I don't think he'd go to prison, but
he wouldn't.
But he'd probably get hefty fine.
It's like Prison Mike from The Office. He just comes back. He's wearing a do-rag.
Bro, that'd be so
Bro's
crazy.
listening to the national anthem. It's crazy.
Bro, I could not imagine Max coming out of prison, bro. That'd be so insane. I should make that a Photoshop.
Max, for real.
I need to make that a Photoshop.
That's insane.
That would be so crazy. Daniel, what do you think of Max potentially being... I say heftily fined. I don't think he's gonna get arrested or something.
Bro's gonna get a couple mil. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, probably.
They don't care that much. I'm gonna be completely honest. We do not care.
We do not care.
If it was
That's what
anybody
the
else,
FIA is gonna say. We do not care.
We do not care. No, it's not the FIA, brother. It's the actual law.
Bro, Max was out there on the side of the road saying,
And it's lights out and away we go.
Yeah, for real though. That's crazy.
I think the only way he would get like seriously fined is because of the fact that he was violating like several different things at once.
Yeah.
Because like he
That's-
had like the headset or whatever on, which was illegal. He was going above the speed limit. There was something else.
The car.
There were like 3 things.
The car was. I believe the car is not street legal as well.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
Which I could.
There
be
was just a
wrong about,
lot.
but
There was just a lot, and I don't know. I don't think he'll get in any like serious trouble.
Yeah.
But a little bit of a fine wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. I think he'll just get fined.
That's
or
chump
something.
change to him. You saw his contract last year.
Yeah. So I don't know, but very interesting to hear that Max could possibly be prosecuted for that. So yeah. But that's all I have for F1. Daniel, let's go over to IndyCar, brother.
Alrighty, so I'll hit y'all with some of the quick hits. First of all, Linus Lundqvist. He's still staying at Meyershank for now. Another week. He's doing it at Gateway this weekend. It'll be his first global start.
Yeah, no way he's
yeah.
not there. No way he's not there. Unless it's Blomqvist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Blomqvist
no,
is already.
Elio's-
Blomqvist got announced to take over, I believe, the 60, and Elio's going to go part time.
I forgot about that.
I assume you guys went over that last week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was busy.
I forgot about that.
I almost did too, and then I was like, "Oh, there is Meyershank news," but it was too long ago.
Yeah.
So Lundqvist is still there. Probably going to take over for Pagenaud if Pagenaud ends up leaving at the end of the season. Which, if medically
doesn't
he
get
still can't
cleared.
compete, I could see it happening.
Bro, I was gonna pull Raquel Rodriguez and throw his crutches at Lundqvist to be like, get out of my car.
Have you guys seen the video? It's
That's
from
a
like
little Monday Night Raw for
WCW
you
from like
guys.
the like late '90s, early 2000s, and it's Kevin Nash in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And like his leg is sticking
yes.
out, and then he like just stands up, and it's a fake leg. He throws the blanket. That's what he's gonna do. Like
Yeah.
last week of the season, he's like,
Bro.
it was all a joke.
It was all just a joke. I didn't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he was already having the worst season of his career. This didn't make it any better.
Yeah.
I mean, he also went from finishing 9th in points last year to being like sub 20.
Yeah,
Like,
so it was the worst of
yeah.
his career. He DNF'd like 2 races in the first 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah. Well, he didn't even complete a lap in the first race.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard when, the car goes airborne in front of you.
Yeah, that's true.
Out of dev. But moving on, because that's kind of just, I don't know, it's not really new news. But with some new news, Jack Harvey has gotten the boot. He is no longer going to be in the 30 for the rest of the season. We don't know who's going to take over for like the remainder of the races, except for Gateway. We know that if there's an open car, and if it's on an oval, guess who's the super sub, Mr. Connor Daly. He's filling in the 30.
He's the new Santucci, baby.
The thing is, he already kind of was before we started going
Let's
full
be
time.
honest, yeah.
So I'm not surprised. That's kind of been his role. He's really just an oval guy, or hey, our driver's hurt. Please?
You want to hop in? I got.
I don't know. He's a good, like, serviceable guy. He can keep it clean. I don't know. I think it's a decent move. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. There are rumors that
Jay's out here dying right
I got
now.
the hiccups,
Oh my
bro. I just randomly got the hiccups, bro. Oh my god. I feel like I'm about to throw up, dude. Holy crap.
You good, bro?
Bro, dude, it's so bad right now.
However,
Oh my god. Okay, ignore me.
just because we don't for sure know who's going to take over for the rest of the season, hints are kind of showing up that it might be Yuri Vips filling in for at least one of the last 2 races. I don't know if it'll be both. I don't know. I mean, he's not going to do an oval. Like, it's Connor Daly. You're not going to put Yuri Vipson's debut in an oval.
Yeah.
So could he
after
be taking
Gateway-
over the 30 next year? I don't know.
I mean, you
But-
also have to figure out. I mean, there also has to be a place for Devlin DeFrancesco to go next year. There has to be a place.
Oh, he's
for
going. He's
Pagenaud.
going to coin.
Yeah, like it's probably gonna happen, but like it's like there's just a lot of stuff that can happen next season. There's still a lot of silly season
The
news
thing with
to
silly
happen.
season is there's so much that has to happen, but we have to know where the first domino falls first.
We have to know where Stingray's going. We have to know where David's going. We have to know where all
I
this stuff is
think
gonna happen.
Once
Linus,
we for sure know what's happening with Pillow, that's when things are going to start moving. Because if Palou
Well,
goes
Pelosi
to
in a
F1
lawsuit too, brother. Don't
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So,
That's what I'm saying. So we might not have things start to fall into place for a little bit now.
Yeah.
Because he's in legal trouble.
Well, I mean,
Um,
Blomqvist was technically the first one to sign the contract. So now
Yeah,
that
but we knew it was happening. We
we've
knew
known
that was
that
happening for a
last
while.
year, but yeah,
Yeah, because once Palou goes somewhere, he's either going to F1 or he's staying at Ganassi or he's going to be legally forced to go to McLaren. If he goes to McLaren, Rosenquist is out. Where does Rosenquist go? Then you got to figure that out. If he stays at Ganassi, you no longer have the 10. Does Rosenquist stay at McLaren? Does McLaren still ship him out and take somebody new in? If he stays at Ganassi, chances are Marcus Ericsson isn't coming back because that means they're giving the big money contract that they have to decide between the two of them. They chose their guy.
yeah,
They choose Palou. Ericsson said he doesn't want to be a pay driver. He's going to either McLaren or Andretti. There's so much that has to happen, but we just need like one domino to fall because everything else hinges on like one or the other.
yeah.
Once one domino falls, things are going to start falling in place. If Ericsson goes to Andretti first or McLaren, whatever happens with Ericsson, then we're going to potentially see what happens with Malukas. Does he go to Ganassi? Does he take over the 8? Does he go to Andretti, take over the 29? There's so many little pieces that I don't know where they're going to fall.
Where is Grosjean gonna go?
Yeah.
He's going to drive a Lamborghini.
He's
Get
going to
ready to-
IMSA, brother.
Get ready to
Get ready to learn
speak
IMSA.
Chinese, brother. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that has to happen, and I don't fully know what's going to happen. We all
And
have our
where does
suspicions
Dalton go?
in our hearts. However, we do have one little bit of IndyCar news. It literally happened almost 3 hours ago. I'm really glad I looked at this before we started this episode because it's not big news yet, but it could be. Speaking of Dalton Kellett, AJ Foyt Racing, they have announced that they have formed a technical alliance with, drumroll please, gentlemen, Team Penske, which means they might not be completely trash everywhere except for Indy. Like, I have nothing against them. They have looked pretty rough except for Detroit and Indy. That's it.
Well, like, bro, if you look at Team Penske, it's like 1 year they're really on, 1 year they're really off. 1 year they're really on, 1 year they're really off. Like, that's how it kind of seemed to me. Like, because, like,
here's the thing: they're not even off this year. 2 of their drivers have win, and one of them is still technically in championship contention.
but like,
So
bro,
it's like-
if you look at Penske this year versus the year before, like,
Oh,
just
well, yeah,
like,
they
just
won almost
Indy,
every
like,
race.
specifically, like, bro, like, well, was it 2021 when Will almost got bumped?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, me and Daniel were sitting at 1.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
maybe I'm wrong.
They had a Ray Hall year that year, but like
Well, yeah, 2021 was a weird Penske year because you had McLaughlin have like hot flashes, and then he also just looked kind of mid everywhere else. You had Newgarden not get a win until like the second half of the season,
I
and then
remember
he
that
somehow still finished second in the championship.
championship.
You had Will Power look really crappy until he got a win at IMS. It was a weird year.
Yeah.
This year's kind of shaping up like that. Will Power still hasn't won.
McLaughlin has only
Yeah.
won one race. The only
won
driver
one.
that's looked good is
He's gotten
Newgarden.
close at others, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say this is like a bad year by any means.
Well, I mean, if
coming
your
off of
driver's
last year, it's
second in the
disappointing.
championship, I mean, sure, you guys
Well, I
won
think he's
every
third
single
now.
race
I
last
think he's
year.
third now, but
Who's second?
Dixon.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. No.
I don't know. So I really don't. I guess I didn't look to see if that kicks in this season or next season.
Probably be next season, right?
It looks like it's just starting as soon as possible.
That's awesome. Good for
So-
AJ Foyt Racing. Hopefully, it's not like a. They'll probably actually be doing it in the same shop now.
Yeah, or
So-
that'll be like a satellite thing. So like Team Penske
Yeah.
will see a driver,
Mhm.
put him in AJ Foyt stuff, and then see how they perform
Yeah,
and bring him to Penske.
definitely.
Penske or something.
Basically, it looks like immediately they're getting like dampers and technical support from Penske.
Fire. Good for them.
Oh wow. So
And it says during the final races of the season.
hey, I'm just saying.
But It'll eventually go much deeper with it'll go much deeper. Let's see.
Just saying,
I'm
we might
literally
see
reading this
AJ
article
Foyt
from-
pop out here in these last couple of races. I'm just gonna be honest with you. God dang.
Oh, they're gonna try and get Penske's gonna start putting their younger crew and engineering people with Foyt, especially like from like the Indy Next like Force Indy program.
Yeah,
Fire.
that team.
So it's gonna be kind of like, yeah, it'll be kind of like
It'll
a
be
Wood
a-
Brothers
It'll
potentially.
be a Wood Brothers or a Meyershank Racing.
Yeah.
Dope. All
So
right.
that's all IndyCar news I got. It was only gonna be two things, and then had to hit us with a mini bomb 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time for some predictions. Do you want
Predictions.
me to say it, Jay, since you're struggling to speak?
Sure, if you
Or-
want.
All right. Well, we did our predictions for IMS weekend. Points are on the screen currently. Jay got a point for Scott Dixon bringing it home at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on the
Yes,
road
sir.
course.
Yes, sir.
I got a point for Jonathan Davenport winning the SRX race. And I also got a point from Mikey McDubbs finally getting a win. I didn't pick him.
And I had a
But
point for Hunter McElroy, baby.
Yeah, and Daniel got a point for Hunter McElroy bringing that bad boy home. Finally, Hunty gets a win. And shout out to Hunter. I hope you took your whole team to go watch Barbie. That's an inside joke between me and him and Tony. So just saying, go watch it. If you haven't seen Barbie,
movie.
Let's go
I'm
Barbie.
just saying, have we hit a group pick yet this season? I don't think we have.
No,
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think it's
But we
time.
might this week.
I
Yeah,
think
do we
this
just
week
wanna say-
we go NASCAR. Honestly,
Jay, you know who our group pick has to be this week.
are you going with
Not
David?
NASCAR.
You're
It's
gonna say
Gateway.
David?
We have to pick our boy.
Oh, okay. All right, David.
It's only fair, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I was just
Because we were all going to pick him. We were
Tristan,
all going to
do you
pick him.
agree?
Let's be real.
I wasn't necessarily gonna pick him, but he can be our group pick.
He's our
that's
boy.
fine.
This is his track.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
optimistic.
That's our group pick.
Yep, I'm down.
Sick. All right. Do we want to just start with IndyCar and Indy Next?
Yeah, we might as well. For Indy Next, give me you know what? Let me get them back to back. Give me a McElroy for even though Rasmussen's probably gonna win. Give me McElroy, and then oh my God, where's Rasmussen gonna go? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then
That's what I was saying.
and then for IndyCar, give me Newgarden, and second pick. We're on an oval. You know what? Just I'll keep it safe. Give me McLaughlin.
You took my two picks. You sunk my battleship.
Okay.
Hooray!
All right, Daniel.
Okay, next. Give me Rasmussen. I don't know. There's not a lot to go off of. We won the only oval race so far.
Yeah.
While I'm tempted, I'm really tempted to pick Brabham,
Yeah.
but I can't do it.
Is
can't
Brabham
do
in
it
the
two
car this
times.
weekend? Brabham in
He's
the
in
car this
Juncos, yeah.
Yeah.
IndyCar, Newgarden. He's just a dog at ovals.
Yeah.
Oh, is Sato running this one? I think Sato's running this one.
Who'd you say your first pick was again?
Newgarden.
Newgarden.
Okay.
It's an oval, silly goose. Oh. Screw it. Give me Pillow. Give me Pillow.
Polo to win his first oval.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What?
That boy.
I guess, yeah, it would be.
That boy's never won an oval.
He's gotten close.
For me, I'm gonna go with Daniel Frost in Indy Next.
Ooh, Daniil.
He finished 4th last season, by the way.
Yeah.
Denial Frost.
And then
Denial.
for denial.
Where's he gonna go next season? To be honest with you, too, he could get a Foyt seat.
Coin.
You think he goes coin?
I think Coin is him and DiFrancesco next year.
That's actually pretty realistic. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just kind of looking through. I don't know. Like, I don't know who I can pick, man. It just changes so much. I mean, like, I want to go New Garden, but I kind of want to be different to you guys. But then at the same time, if I be different to you guys and you guys both get a point, then, like,
True.
I kind of screw myself. Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
I guess I'll go New Garden.
Bet.
Just to even it, just in case. But I guess for my second pick, oh my goodness, these hiccups, brother. They're really,
Bro, I got major burpage going on right now. I don't even know what
they're really angieing me.
angieing.
Yeah, they're really.
They get an angie.
I'm getting angry, brother. You know what I mean? I guess I'm just gonna go Pato
Bet.
as my, because I mean he's going on oval, so I might as well, you know.
Yeah.
It's weird how little Pato has really done if you think about it this season.
But I mean,
No
he's-
wins.
Yeah,
He hasn't been bad, yeah.
He's having a herd a year.
Loki,
Yeah.
and Hurd is having.
He's
a
having
year
a,
as
a
well.
power
Yeah.
year.
Also, shout out to Colton Herta for having the dopest scheme I've ever seen.
Yeah, you didn't
Dude.
even do it. You didn't even say that. I'm
Because
surprised
here's
you
the,
didn't.
like that's not really news, but like, can we talk about how good that tribute scheme is?
Yeah, but dude,
Yeah,
talk
it's-
about Gamebridge changing their logo, like,
Right?
bro. That's what
They
I
like
love.
changed the
I
colors.
love-
They like flipped it around.
I
Dude,
love when sponsors do that because, bro,
they
like,
cooked. They
bro,
cooked.
for real. Like when sponsors do that, it just makes it look so much better. Like actually being
y'all-
involved. You know how like in NASCAR, like on the throwback scheme, some of them will be like ruined because the sponsors
Yeah.
want to change the color or whatever. Like, bro, it pisses me off.
And y'all know I love Brian Herta. Y'all know I love that scheme. I have a Brian Herta fan club T-shirt.
You took a picture with them.
I have a Brian Herta fan club T-shirt.
Yeah.
Y'all know how I reacted to the scheme.
Yeah.
I saw that like whenever that came out, and I literally was like, I hit the pog face.
Bro
that
was
was
drool.
It's
Bro was
so
drooling.
good. It's so
Anyway.
beautiful.
Well, those are our IndyCar picks this weekend, guys, and that is a very, very beautiful scheme. Let's go ahead and move on to the NASCAR Cup Series for this weekend. NASCAR Xfinity and NASCAR Cup Series are running this weekend. Is Trucks running this weekend? Is Milwaukee this weekend, or is it next?
Yeah,
It's
this
not.
weekend.
It is, yeah. So Milwaukee Mile this weekend as well. Milwaukee is going to be on Sunday. Wow.
Yeah.
So Xfinity is Friday, Cup is Saturday, Trucks is Sunday. That is incredible. I love that.
Mm.
It's
so I
because
guess
it's because Xfinity and
Yeah.
Cup are at night.
Night race.
so.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and start with Xfinity, I guess then, because that's the first race this weekend.
Okay.
I am gonna go. I'm not that like predictable. Like, I mean,
Maybe a little bit.
maybe a little bit predictable.
I think I know who you were thinking though.
Yeah. You know what?
Give him the Z.
Huh?
I said, give him the Z.
No.
Oh, you're not going that easy pick. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going your pick.
My pick.
Yeah,
Who do
you know
think's
what?
My pick.
Give me Cleggs. Give me Parker Clearman.
Really?
Yeah, locks himself in with a win.
PK. All right, Daniel.
Austin Hill.
My brain says Carson Hocevar. But I'm not listening to my
Xfinity?
brain.
For Xfinity?
Oh, we're doing Xfinity?
Yeah.
Oh. I just had a brain fart. I don't know. Either way, my brain is telling me something, but my heart's telling me another. My brain is telling me Austin Hill.
His heart is
However,
telling him
my
Cleggs.
heart is telling me Jeremy Clemens is gonna win the Super
Bro, you
Speedway.
gotta go Jeremy Clemens, bro. I got
Death Texas Jeremy Clements being my pick on a super speedway. Haven't done it yet this season. It's happening.
Go back to last year. So why this is a joke, guys, if you haven't been with us for that long, Jeremy Clements, Daniel picked him at every single speedway except for the one he won last year.
Yeah.
And
Well, he got disqualified, didn't he, from that one? Anyway.
no, but then
He did,
they
but then
ended up
he
going back.
didn't.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Bro, you
He
know who
won it,
I'm
then he
picking?
didn't, then he did.
Yeah.
You
And
know who
technically
I'm
the
picking?
Xfinity playoffs don't start this weekend. So
Right.
yeah.
You know who I'm picking?
Who?
Natalie. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Bro, I was like, no.
Bro, I'm kind of torn like Daniel right now, low key, because
Yeah, between Alex Gunthiend and Joey Gase, me too.
yeah, right.
Yeah, bro.
Gwinnett. Alex
Gwinnett, yeah, sorry.
Uh,
Bro, Greg Galding, that's low-key
Bro.
a good pick.
so my head is telling me John Hunter, of course, but my heart is telling me Greg Van Alst.
Ooh.
That boy running this weekend?
Yep.
What car?
Or maybe he's in trucks, actually.
I think he's
saw-
trucks.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's trucks. Never mind. Just forget. Never mind. I'm just going JHN.
I bet.
Yeah, he's trucks. He's on the 20.
That's what I
Oh,
said.
that's cool. Good ride for him.
All right.
Oh, shout out to Greg Van Alst for randomly like running into me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like shout out to him. All right, yeah, I guess we go trucks next. I'm gonna go with the Z. Give me the Z.
Yeah,
baby.
I knew it.
Yeah, give me the Z. Zane Smith.
Oh, now I gotta be conflicted again. Because my brain says Carson Hocevar. But you know who I haven't picked in a hot minute? Because my brain has told me no, even though my heart has told me yes.
Just go ahead and pick him.
Nick Sanchez.
Yeah.
It has to happen soon.
Hey, listen, I could also see Derek Kraus winning this weekend in that 7 truck. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, I could see Dexter Bean winning in the 21.
But you know what? You know what really surprises me is that Matt Mills is in the KBM 51.
Yeah, shout out to him, by the way. I love Matt Mills.
I will say,
Like,
I was very tempted to say Bailey Curry in the 41. I don't know why.
hey, when he was in that truck earlier this season, he put a P3. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, I was tempted.
Um,
I'm gonna fight these urges, my brother.
I think Curry goes full time for them in 2020. 4.
I guess
Whenever
42.
Hocevar leaves them.
I think he's Hocevar's replacement next year.
William Sawalich. There's like so many people I've never heard of before in this race.
Solovich has been in that truck a couple times this season.
Decent bit.
I've never heard his name though.
Well, he's not normally up front, so.
He's just kind of like, okay.
I guess I'm gonna go with Ty Majeski, brother.
What? Did
What?
you see what we were doing?
What?
We were literally sitting here for like 20 seconds just going,
Were you waiting on me? Is that what you were doing?
No, it's
No.
time, brother.
time.
Oh, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Ty Majeski. He's gonna dominate and win the championship, Loki.
Good for him.
That's my pick. So.
I bet. All right, Cup guys. My first pick. Give me big bad Brad Keselowski.
Taking my picks.
Yeah, that's a shout out to the Aflac Cup Series right there.
Yeah.
Jay gets that one. Second pick. I don't think he wins this weekend, but he's in my heart. But Wallace is in my heart. I'm not going to pick him this weekend. But I do think he gets that 16 seed. My second pick, if Bubba doesn't make it, do you know who's going to low-key make the playoffs and win?
Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs.
Riley
Gibbs.
Herbst in the 36.
Yeah. I'm going to low-key go Ty
Wow.
Gibbs. Ty Gibbs, 54.
Okay. Daniel?
Okay, my first pick. Y'all remember 2021, right? That crazy race.
And then Ryan Blaney won.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with someone who, in that race,
I was
kind
at
of just
that race,
drove
actually.
with some of the biggest balls I've ever seen in a race car driver, which a lot of them did that night.
Yeah.
Give me Chris Buescher.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that boy.
He's going for 3 wins this season.
Going for 3?
For three.
However, my second pick,
What are we going for 3?
and I am extremely torn on this as well. It could be so many people. But it's Daytona. I feel like I have to go with something that y'all aren't going to think of that's going to get me a point if it happens. Do I go with someone I originally thought was going to make the playoffs, even though his team has not looked great this season?
I know who it is that you're gonna pick because I
Oh,
remember your
bro.
playoff pick. So go ahead, throw it out there. You're gonna be wrong. Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
You're
I
not gonna throw
want
the
to
14
pick
out there.
Eric Jones. I'm not gonna pick Eric Jones.
Yeah, it was
I'm
either
gonna
gonna be
pick
the
Justin
43 or the
Haley.
14.
Justin Haley. Interesting.
It's a super speedway.
Listen. No, but
It's a
listen.
super speedway.
Listen, they are going to be tanking that boy's cars these next couple of weeks. Like, there's no way Kaulig is going to put their best car in Justin Haley's hands right now.
Yeah, but you think AJ Allmendinger is gonna win on a super speedway? I don't think so.
But that boy has won on super speedways before.
Fine, I'll take Kyle Busch.
No, you can take Haley. I don't care. But like,
No, I'm taking Kyle Busch. You made me feel bad.
I'm gonna be laugh my ass off now.
Bro,
Just-
now if either of them win, it's gonna be funny because you made him switch to Kyle Busch and if Justin Haley wins, you made him switch from.
Listen,
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
want to talk
kinda
about it.
no,
Daniel, go with
Split
Justin
up.
Haley. You know your heart wants to.
I can't.
Yes,
I
you
can't.
Yes, you can.
Because I did it for the Daytona 500 last year, and it was not a good
I
choice.
remember that.
Okay, and
Give me
that
Kyle
doesn't
Busch.
mean that doesn't mean it'll be bad now. Okay, sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay.
All right, Jay, who you picking?
I'm going 999 this weekend.
Ooh,
Juice
the
WRLD.
999.
Yes,
I like it.
sir. Chase
Mm.
Elliott, Daniel Suarez, buddy. Let's
I like
get
it.
Let's
Let's
get
go
it.
ahead and so we don't have F1 this weekend. We're still on summer
Yes, we
break.
do.
So, we do?
We do.
Bro,
We're
where
at
are we
the
meeting?
Netherlands this weekend.
Oh God, give me Max, Super Max, Max P1, Checo P2, Lando P3.
Okay. Daniel.
Verstappen won.
Of course.
Lando 2.
Mm.
Checo 3.
Same thing, just different shapes.
Yes. Give me. Give me. Hold on. I gotta do a bit of research.
Hold on, let him get up.
Let me cook, buddy. Let me cook. I mean Max first, of course. Like you can't go wrong with Max not being first, of course. Like you know what I'm saying, guys. Like you know.
Yeah, brother, I get you. Yeah, brother.
You know what I'm saying, brother. You know. What I'm saying.
I'm boy tired.
Let me go. Sergio second. And this could be a toss-up, low key. It's like 6 people it could be, honestly. It can be Leclerc, Hamilton, Alonso, Russell, Norris, Ocon.
Just go with your heart.
Alonso.
I know who he's picking. I knew you were picking Nando, bro. I just had to say it.
Yeah.
All right. As
As
Jay's
much as-
hiccups has disappeared.
No, they're still kind of there. Not all of them, but kind of. So, but
Yeah.
all right.
All right, y'all. Those are our predictions for this weekend. Is hype, and we hype. Let's go ahead and close this episode out. Thank you guys so much for watching Indy Boys. We are back once again this weekend. I hope you guys enjoy all of the motorsports that's happening this weekend. Literally, we're going to so many tracks: Daytona, Gateway, Milwaukee. We're in the Netherlands this weekend. It's plenty of NASCAR, IndyCar, F1, and stuff you can watch this weekend. So, also shout out Matt Tift, who's going to be hopping in the car for the first time since 2019 this weekend. I just thought that was exciting. So, bro, even that 78 could win. Let's be honest. But anyway, closing out for Daniel Chaney and Justin Cox. My name is Tristan Greider. We'll see how much Jay wants for this thing. He'll just throw me a number and we'll see. Have a good one. Peace.
Jeremy Clements time.